ready? RPR is, it's perfect for this situation, and you're gonna see that it can do so much for you as far as, creating CMAs, doing some market research, target marketing, farming for business. The neat part about RPR is that it comes from the National Association of Realtors. So anytime you've complained about your board dues and you're paying money to NAR, this is one of the benefits from NAR. The reason this is the perfect solution for this office is because if you're working in Union County, Garden State MLS doesn't have the breadth of reports available to it. If you go to New Jersey MLS, and I did this with Melissa Morgan 2 days ago, it showed that there were like 64 solds for all of last year in Union County. When we went to RPR, there was over 500 because it's pulling from all the different, this is pulling from all the different MLSs. So for those of you that are working in areas that aren't governed by New Jersey MLS, this is the better solution for you. So you're going to come in and you're going to enter your email and your password, or if you've never been on RPR, you're going to create a new account and you're going to go through the step. I already have an account, so it comes over here. Now, you've got, when you click on yourself, there's all different things for the profile when you set your profile up, and that's what I handed you. The first page talks about the steps to create your account. So when you go to your, when you go to the profile, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. First of all, you can bring up your photo. You can bring up the Keller Williams Parkviews logo, so that personalizes your experience. Your contact information, the name of the office, the address, your phone number, which is obviously your cell, the office, if you want to put a work number, your email, your website information. And down here is where you would put in the different MLSs that you're members of. So you've got New Jersey, Garden State, RMLS is Hudson County, and All Jersey MLS, so I've done 4 of them. And you put in all your credentials for that. And that connects you your time zone. If you wanted to change your password, you would do that, and then you'd hit save. So you're going to create all your personal information.
Amen.
And then you'd set up your profile for all the different things. So that pretty much tells you that. So if you go to the home page, this is where we get funky. So this is your, basically your dashboard where you can go to, if you want to search a property, if you want to do some prospecting, if you want to do market trends, you want to search by map, create a CMA. There's all sorts of reports. I've done, did I bring it in with me? Somewhere around here, yes I did. There's, and you can flip this around. It creates a school report. So if you're doing an open house and you want to have, under the reports thing, you can select a school district. And it will give you the scores, the school report card for that town. So it's something that you can have in there, have at your open house. It might be something that you give a buyer on a buyer consultation. If they're thinking about different towns, you can print multiple school reports, give them on your buyer consultation, and let the buyers go home and digest them and help them to see what they want to do as far as schools and all. One last one. And then you can clear the mobile. So over here on the reports, if you look at that drop down, this is where you've got your reports. neighborhood, school report, market activity. So you've got all of them that you can go and take a look at. So on the home page, it's defaulting to Fairlawn because my girlfriend is gonna be selling her house. And I was in here playing on a CMA so that I could show you what the CMA looks like. But if you wanted a property search, say you were going to go and do a property search for, and it will walk you through if you forget it. So you're gonna give me an address of something. Here, I just searched this house. So if you're preliminary, you got a report for a market analysis. So the first thing you do, you put in the address. It's gonna give you old price. The RVM is their adjusted value, and you can continue to adjust that some more. It'll tell you what they paid for it. And then you could create a CMA, you could change the refined value, you could create a seller's net sheet from here. So the values come on the property, on the public facts for this property, it's single family residential. You then could go in and update how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, full and half baths. It has the living area and the building area and the lot size because it's pulling it right off the tax sheet. And it has a garage. It was built in 1930s. And then you can hit save on that if you wanted to make any adjustments to the property facts. And then if you went on, then once you've seen it and you want to go and create a CMA.
Quick question for you.
Mhm.
When you adjust, so let's say you adjust the baths and stuff on it, because maybe they have two full and it's one and a half.
Mhm.
Is it gonna adjust the AVM on that top part?
It can, or you can adjust the AVM as well. Now, you could do a comparative analysis, which is build an estimate based on comps. Or you can do a sales comparison, which is a little bit more, it defaults to the comparative analysis, which is what most of you are used to doing. Yes, you can get a CMA from New Jersey MLS. This, again, if you're going in an area that's not covered by New Jersey MLS, it would probably be easier to do it through RPR. You can confirm the house facts. This is where you're gonna go back to those and confirm the facts about the house as far as the square footage, the bedrooms, the bathrooms. And then it'll search for comps. And you can clear and start over. So you're gonna go ahead and confirm the facts on the house. And this is where you would make the changes as far as, so we'll say it has 3 bedrooms, 2 2 total baths, and they're full. Living areas are that you don't have to change. And then you're going to confirm facts and close. And it spins. Please wait, I am impatient. Look, it's chasing me. Okay. I know. What is it to me? Well, let's see what. So now that it obviously confirmed my facts, so now it's gonna hit find comps. And you could do one of 2 things when you click find comps. You can either have it search, or you can go ahead and add. You can add the MLS numbers yourself. If you already had pulled them from the MLS. And then you would ask them to search property pending within the last 3 months. And you can change all of these. And then you can tell it to go ahead. This is where you would add, if you had the MLS numbers already, you would click in here and add the MLS numbers. Otherwise, if you wanted to search, you're gonna tell it to search. And then when it searches, hopefully it won't spin too much. It found 16 comps. And then you can go through them, look at them, and then if you want them in your CMA, you're gonna click Add CMA. And then
it's
eventually,
searching for like a mile radius, or did you tell it a mile radius?
it will pull first from the town that it's in,
Mhm.
and then it will pull,
Oh, it shows the distance, I see.
yeah,
Okay.
so it will pull some of the other ones.
So you can kind of go through the list yourself.
And you could then just add, I would just add the ones in the same darn town, as opposed, there's enough. In this instance with Woodridge, there's always enough comps to find, to build your CMA. But in some instances, you might not have enough comps and you might need to go to something that's in the next town over and then make adjustments for the town. It'll show you on the map, so if you wanted to only pick the ones that were within a certain circumference of the map point, maybe I won't go over here or up there, I'm gonna stay right around there. So this is how you would pull them, and then when you get what you want, you're gonna click add to the list. So just for giggles, we're gonna take a few. And as you keep adding, it's adjusting the range. So you're gonna update the valuation and close. And then it's gonna think about it some more. Patient, because there's a lot more to show you than a CMA. So if I click back on the CMA, then it's gonna have create report. If you've pulled the comps. And then you could have a buyer, a seller template, market activity, or all templates. Those are the different templates that you would pull for that report.
Oh, Joyce, sorry, I had to step away on a phone call. How'd you get to that page right there?
I refreshed it because it's spinning on this computer and it's taking too long to generate.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So that's how you do a CMA. Let's do some of the other research on here. Say you were gonna do some marketing and you wanted to target market in a different location. And so Gio told me yesterday, he's gonna farm Hackensack. So we'll say Hackensack, New Jersey. And it's gonna come up with. Let's go. Okay. So it's gonna come up with market trends for Hackensack. And it's gonna say that it's a seller's market in January. There's only 1.82 months of inventory. The houses in Hackensack, month over month, are selling 96.8% sold to list. They're staying on the market about 46 days. The median sold is 332. Then it goes into the property values. And it gives you the trends for Hackensack. It compares it to the town, to the county, to the state, and to the United States. On some of these graphs. It gives you a livability, that there's the housing, the type of neighborhood, the transportation in the town, the environment. So that's another report. top 5 occupations in the town, and the neighborhoods nearby, if you wanted to look someplace else for more reports. The other thing that it has is it'll create a script for you. So what type of script do you want? Do I want a professional script?
What do you do for that?
It said create scripts. See, create
Oh.
script. And you can say, do I want to sound professional? Do I want to be engaging? Do I want to be conversational? Do I want to be friendly? The same data is going to be in each script. It's just going to be delivered in a different tone. So let's say we want to be conversational. And Gio's going, he's hunting buyers. He's not hunting sellers. So this audience defaults to buyer and sellers, but he's gonna hunt sellers. You could hunt first-time home buyers. You could hunt investors. Say you were doing a multifamily search in a town and you wanted to key the scripts to investors. But we're gonna hunt sellers. So the first script you're gonna look at is gonna analyze the matrix. And AI is gonna generate a script for you in conversational that's gonna talk to the sellers about what went on in Hackensack over the past 12 months, giving you the data points and talking points to that. So you could use this if you're cold calling. You could have this script with you, and if you get a seller on and to engage, you can use this on cold calling. It goes on to tell what the median sold price is and what the demand is currently in the town of Hackensack. You could export it to Word, you could export it to a PDF, you could put it in Google Docs if you wanted to. You could also create a script. Say you sat down with Amanda and went over that you wanted to do a landing page through command, because you're gonna prospect out through a Facebook ad. So if you click a social campaign, it's gonna give you scripts to put into your campaign with a little house emoji. And these, you could use one, you could use a couple of these: attention buyers and sellers. The sold to list price percentage is currently 96.8%, indicating a strong demand and competitive pricing in the market. Now's a great time to make your move. And then for more information, click the link below, and that's going to take you to the landing page. And anybody that clicks that landing page is going to be dumped into your command so that you can continue to market to them. Say you wanted to do a video Facebook ad. So RPR tells you exactly how to create your video. From a director point of view, opening shot of Joyce Powell standing in front of a backdrop with her name and title displayed. And then give the hello, and then you cut to one of the slides displaying the date. You then could take and copy any of these graphs as they're talking about them, or you could click over to the graphs, and then you could click to the house in front of it. So it's telling you actually how to build your video to market yourself in a particular area. You can do this for any, let's look and see if you wanted investors. How does the metrics change? And it talks about the data, it talks about the inventory. But it's just in a different tone, because now you're talking to somebody that you want to buy a house in Hackensack as an investor. So they're all different types of scripts. So you don't even have to think of what to say if you're looking to create this marketing tool.
Quick question for you.
Mhm.
For some reason, certain towns aren't showing create script.
Yeah. I know that, and I think it's just the computer. I had a hard time before I was playing with it, and it was. I tried Rutherford before, and I had a script book, and now there's a script. It comes and it goes right away.
So you gotta fix it quick.
Just kidding. So it's definitely the program today.
Yeah, I was in Ritual Park, it didn't have it either, no.
It's kind of like you gotta hover around the create script because it disappears.
I
And
see it.
today's the first day that I noticed it. I thought it was my laptop because it was downloading an upgrade for a program, so I thought it was just me, but obviously it's the program today. But you could do a map search, you could do school search. This is where I did the school report. If you're doing commercial, now I have not investigated commercial. But there is commercial insights here as well, if you're so inclined. But it does the neighborhood, it does the school. And if you did the school search, like I said, I did Rutherford before. If I put the. And then you've got, so say you want. By school rating, by school name, but here's, it's giving all of them. And you'll see it has the A. I created the report for the high school. If I go here rather than wait for it, you'll see my school report, my reports are here. So you can go back under your my reports, you can come back here and say, did I create that before? It saves it there. So then if you click on the Rutherford High School report, it's gonna load another report. And why is it?
Okay, that's good.
I somehow think it's this computer. Another user detected.
Oh, you already in?
Maybe it's, oh, yeah, because here's no. It's probably detecting my report. My laptop may have restarted and it's open there. All right, so we won't get a report. But you could do residential market trends.
Oh,
You
so-
could do neighborhood search. Go ahead.
I have a question on residential market trends, so I went into that and I searched Rutherford, under active listings. It's saying that there, basically nothing's coming up,
That's what I said originally.
There's
but,
only 6.
but see, so I guess maybe trouble reading this because it's saying new listings, number of properties 12. Right, so essentially there's 12 new properties on the market. But then if you go down to active listings, there's nothing there, but clearly there's
So,
active listings.
What it's doing there is it's telling you under the, under your setup, it's gonna tell you what it is for the last 30 days.
See, there it says 15, so that means there's 15 new listings
Month over month.
and then nothing there.
Okay, so first of all, let's change this to single family and apply to all charts.
That's the other thing, it keeps changing back to condo.
It
It says
defaults,
it's single family condo, isn't default to all of them? That's and condo and everything together?
see, there's 8 pendings. There must be at least 3 properties in the calendar month in order to count.
Which there has been.
So if we do, so let's just search a neighborhood. it defaults, this is the default that it goes to. So in Rutherford, they're getting 100% selling price. They've seen a little, last month, there was a little dip in the estimated property value, the availability index.
So the numbers that I was looking for specifically would be the new listings, total listings, median price, median days on the market. And that was always showing in the market trends, and now it's not. So I don't know how to get that information out.
I clearly type faster than this computer thinks. Let's look at residential market activity for sale. There were only 6 properties on. Did it come up with more?
It says it is pre-work function.
Well, it's doing sale price. Now there's 5. Before there were 6 actives, 2, 4, now there's 5.
So that 15 number is not correct then? That the other one was saying?
The other one was taking it over the last 3 months. So this is just taking it now to the, I changed the filters to just show new listings. And then I took out new listings. You could put, if you did changes in the last 3 months, you could do pendings. If we did pendings, now there's 18. So there's 5 actives. And then there's pendings. That's under the market activity, as opposed to the trends. I went to the activity on the market. Because it shows it in different ways. Then if you wanted to, if you went to prospecting for residential clients. And you shifted to that, you're gonna prospect for sellers. So this is where they want you to come out and tell you all sorts of ways to, I don't know why this is hanging up today. Start by clicking research, then click search. Map search. Okay, so here we go with the map search again. So when you need to have residential. Now, this is like for doing a farm. So we could enter. Let's just stay with Rutherford for now. So there's Rutherford, New Jersey. You want the type or status. Now, if you click for sale, that's just gonna be through the MLS. But if you click over to public records, you're going to get everything that's closed in the town. And you can tell it that you want it to say, you're gonna see what's sold, just trending over, should have hooked my laptop up to this. Fine, last 12 months, let's just do it that way. So you've got the public record, 35 properties sold in Rutherford in the last year. And then you could create a report. So what it's telling you is, when you're gonna start to search in an area, there's a calculation on the spreadsheet that gives you an idea how many targets it's gonna return. It also will tell you how much, I'm just gonna let you pass them back that way. It's also gonna let you decide when you go into filters. You can filter this down. Now it's showing solds between here and there, just to see what the turnover is in that town from last year. You could search if you only wanted to target sales prices to see what the prices are. If you're gonna decide to even market in the town. If you wanted to include any pre-foreclosures in there. And anything else that would refine your search. You can go back and see the properties that were sold 6 years ago. To say, you know, they used to say everybody got the 7-year itch in real estate. It used to say somebody was in their house 7 years and they were probably looking to move because they outgrew the house for one reason or another. So you could put the sold date in there of when the house were sold. And then once you get that report, so let's say we look at the solds from so 118 homes were sold in that time. So you're gonna update and search. And this is going to give you all of the properties. You then can click mailing labels and you'll get the mailing labels for those properties. So why would you do this? You could do this as a mailing to properties that sold 6 or 7 years ago. Do you know how much your house is worth in today's housing market? And try to fish for CMAs that way by going with people that have been in their homes for 7+ years or homes that were in for 10+ years. And then you're gonna get these, there's your map, and then you're gonna click mailing labels. And you want them to do it on that, and it's gonna come up and it's gonna generate your mailing labels. And then you could send them, you know, we always talk about the golden letters. You could send them the letter saying about what includes some of the script for Rutherford that we looked at before, where it's trending, the price, the number of homes that are currently on the market, and all of the housing trends for the previous year, what the average selling price is. So you can take on that script that we looked at before, put that into a mailer and mail to these homes to, see if you can entice anybody from, that wants to know what the value of their house is.
And this is under what? Oh, in the top?
So if you're going to research,
Yeah.
and you're gonna click map search. And then when you do the map search, you wanna put the town in. You wanna make sure it says public records, so you're getting more than just the MLS. And then you add whatever filters, I added the filter of looking for homes that sold from 2017. You could switch it to, let's, so 275 sold within those dates. That's the first real estate year post-COVID. And so you update and search, and now you're gonna see the change in the geographic area there. So this just gives you another way to target your marketing. We're trying to give you as many tools in the toolbox. And for our office, we go in so many different counties. Using RPR is the way to go for you, because it can go to Union County, it can go to Morris County, it could go, and you could search Livingston, you could, wherever you wanna be hyper local. Be the expert of a neighborhood. RPR is gonna help you be the expert in your neighborhood. Any other questions? So you can research it all different ways. And then the marketing, you can prospect for commercial clients, create a residential property flyer. And then again, like I said, you've got all the reports, so I don't know if it's gonna let me bring up what my CMA looks like. Where's my CMAs? Okay, here. Maybe it'll open and load. It's thinking. But again, you can edit the cover when you're doing a CMA. You can bring in a picture, a front picture of the house. Grab it from Google.
I think you could put the MLS number in there too, right, and then close it?
You could, if it was previously on the market, you could. And then again, see, it's customized with all your information, with your logo. It has, the RVM. It will pull their property information. And then the market trends, so here it includes the CMA includes the market analysis for Fair Lawn, that it's 101.1. It shows all of the graphs that you have if you were creating a script. And then it comes in with the pending sales. And then the pricing strategy. So it's kind of very similar to what you see through the MLS. So I could have pulled that, I could have done the CMA for that property right through the New Jersey MLS. Again, if you're looking for something, you're gonna do a deal like Ernest has got some stuff in Irvington, you're not gonna get much out of the New Jersey MLS in Irvington. But if you went here and you did your research, and let's say you wanted to do neighborhood search, and you wanted to go to Irvington, This is gonna tell you they've got 2.5 months of inventory. Things are selling 103.6 sold to list, 21 days on the market. The livability, the same reports in the closer areas. And then if they didn't go away, there's this, huh?
I said, it's there for this now.
There's the script. But this is the summary, and then you could also look at the housing trends, the housing facts for Irvington, as opposed to Essex County, the people, the economy. And then just like that, you could enter in an address, and then you could pull the comps for Irvington. So you have to get in and play with it. And do it on your own house. Do it on a current listing. And just play around to see what you want to do and see what it's going to bring you. What I gave you and those handouts is pretty much everything that you need to do. How to do the geographic farming, the pricing, the CMAs, and entering to customize your profile. So what you have there are the help pages, the FAQs, to get you set up and to get your profile going and to start to use it to market. When you're ready and you've decided what areas you want to be the physical trust in that town, come to me. I then can pull the market share numbers for that town. New Jersey will also be a little difficult and it won't be as high. But if it's in Bergen, Passaic, and Essex County, I can get you your market share numbers. I can get you to see what are the agents that are doing the business in those towns. And who's the kingpin and what have you. So that'll help you define yourself in those market areas. And then as you stay and get into that one area, I can then pull your trends and where you stack up to everybody else in those towns. Any questions? You think that this looks like it's something that can help you in your business?
Sure.
The more information you're armed with, the easier you can talk about it when you're face to face in front of those sellers and you've honed those and you know those market stats for those towns and you can converse with them with it without referring back to the notes and all, you know your script. You're gonna be impressive to those sellers because they're gonna say, Ernest knows his shit about this town. You know, you just have to, it's gonna give you the confidence to talk about that town. And talk about the strategy. They'll know you've done your research. So when you give them that price range to list the house, you've got all the data from here to back it up. And the marketing trends to help support those prices. If you get stuck along the way, you know where my cubby is. And Yesenia's way, she'll just reel me across the hall. But whatever I can, it's every time you go in it, you learn something else. So it's something that you want to play with when it's quiet and tool around. If I do this, if I do that, this gets me this gets me that, so that when you're ready, you're pulling that report, you know how to pull it and pull it quickly. Dazed and confused face. Are there any questions out in Zoom land? Amanda?
No questions that came in except if there is a charge.
No, it's well, you pay for it once a year because it's with your the NAR portion of your dues to your local Realtor board. But, this comes as a, when you log in and you set up your account, you're gonna need your NERDS number. Which is from the National Association of Realtors, and that's how you get access to it, through your NERDS number. But it's one of those benefits from paying your board dues. That was it. If it's free, it's for me.
Well, it's not free.
Thanks, how much yearly? Vanita, it's part of your board dues. Remember that big check you wrote the end of December? Or the big credit card charge the end of December? RPR was in that. So you can log in with your NERDS number and you can gain access to all this wonderful stuff.
All right, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Go get them.
Thank you again.